everyone, it's Lakey here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about questions you may have on Fighting Fiesta with answers from the developers themselves or people around the community who know the answer to this. But anyway, guys, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to become Late Potatoes and like this video if you guys want more Fighting Fiesta videos. And let's get right into the video because there is a couple questions that you may have that probably some people do have, and I just wanted to make this video anyway to make sure that it was clear that some things may happen and you may have questions about them. So let's get right into the video. So the very first question people may have, which is the most common question I've seen in there so far, is when will this game release? They said there is no specific date, but we hope to have a full PC release this year. The game may not be playable as of yet. However, predictably, we have a stress test that will allow you to join the game and test it out. There's also a test application which will come open whenever we need new testers, which if you are picked, you'll be able to play the game currently as it is. And adding on to that, if you guys are a YouTuber, you will be able to test the game as well. But if you guys are thinking about making a YouTube channel just to test out this game, I would suggest not doing it because having a YouTube channel is a lot of responsibility, and people doing that is kind of messed up because a lot of people do this for jobs, or they do it for entertainment to other people, or they just love to make videos overall. And if you guys don't enjoy doing them and you just want to do this for testing, I would suggest not doing that because if you don't enjoy making YouTube videos, it's going to be a pain to do them all the time. But anyway, the next question is, what device will the game be on? Upon release, it will be able to be on PC. However, we are working on making it a game playable on mobile and console afterwards. So once it's released, it will be on PC only, and then in the future, it's going to be on console and mobile in the future when they have it ready. The next one, which is not as common, but what is Fighting Fiesta and what's the theme of it? Well, Fighting Fiesta is a game heavily inspired by Monster Hunter, if you guys know that game, and are essentially fighting monsters, completing quests, and taming monsters and also killing them as well, and perfect weapon combos. So that's basically what Fighting Fiesta is, and I've basically went over this a little bit in the past in my very first video, but I'm going over it now in a more solid and more faster way of it. Can you play as the creatures? No, this isn't a creature survival game. You can tame, however, the certain creature in each environment. The next one's kind of silly, but will there be a pooping mechanic? And the answer is just simply no. There will not be pooping mechanics. Okay, that would be a little bit realistic and it would be kind of funny at the same time because imagine if a script broke and there was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that, but that is just a silly question. I added it in anyway because some of you may have that question for some reason, but let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next question is about the map and what are all the biomes and are they all on one big map? Well, first biome is called the Arroyo Forest, the next one is Nahau Jungle, and the third one is Tundra Taikawaya. And I'm pretty sure it sounds badass. The fourth one is Morbasa Desert, and the fifth one is the Caves of Nahasanai, and the last one is Lysaker Wasteland. Now, unfortunately, this is a Roblox game, and it does have its limitations, so no, it won't be all one big map. Instead, they will be linked to a portal, which you can pick up with which bone you'd like to travel to. Make sure to scroll up if you guys have more questions. So basically, it's going to be like a portal thing. So if you guys want to go to each biome, you will have a portal, and once you do that, you'll teleport to that map. And the reason they're doing this is because if they have a huge map, it's going to cause a lot of lag, and you will be barely able to play this, and a lot of mobile users will have trouble with this. So this is a really good move on their part. Let's go on to the next questions, which are less common, but also will be answered. The next question is going to be about levels, and are levels going to exist in the game? If so, what is going to be the max level? And they said this is also most likely going to be at 100, but no confirmations or such, so they don't know if they are really going to add levels or not, but if they do, they will probably give a solid explanation for that and etc. Let's move on to the next one. So the next question is, but are there primary uses for creatures Genia set yet? Like something that was untamable, would prioritize use be making armor and weapons? Would you be able to make armor and weapons out of tameable creatures? Are there present abilities for the creatures so the concept creators have an idea of what abilities and attacks they should give their creatures? And the answer is, creatures will drop items upon death that you can use to make weapons and armor. For everything else, I'm unsure if it isn't decided yet. The next question is how much will a private server cost? And they said they are nowhere near release. For now, they haven't even begun to think about it, so there is no answer for that one. Well, there is an answer, but there is no solid answer, like is it going to be 100 or something? My guess would be maybe it's going to be 100 or 50 or something. Not too expensive, but if it is too expensive, maybe because of grinding purposes, because they did say this game's kind of going to be a little bit of a single player, something like that. That may change in the future, but that's what they said. So private servers may even be free, if anything, because this is kind of like a single player anyway, and you don't have to worry about anything. So there wouldn't be really much use to private servers. But let's go out into the next question. The next question is, can we be able to obtain and tame all the creatures in game one way or another? Like some would tame a wild one while others would have eggs stolen from the adults, etc. And the answer is simple: not all creatures will be tameable. Some will be only there for grinding purposes, like getting new armor and stuff like that, while others can be tamed, but it's going to be difficult or something around that. So that is going to be the answer for that. Not everything's going to be tameable, but there will be things that will be tameable, like flying and semi-aquatic and everything like that, but there won't be every single creature would be tameable. When a monster or creature dies, how exactly do you get the mats? For example, do you get it by get it by approaching the creature and hitting and carving it, or do you get the items will appear in your inventory once it dies? Since both ways have their goods and bads. The answer is you can click on it and the UI window will pop up, showing it all its dropped items. You can click on them and move them to your inventory. If you don't click on the items, they won't transfer. Anyway, guys, this is it for the video. Sorry if it's a little bit of a short video. There's not much questions. I may make a part 2 of this if there's more questions that come along in the future. And if you guys have more questions as well. If you do have questions that weren't answered in this video, make sure to comment down below about those questions. I can answer them, or the developers can answer them themselves if they watch my video. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy and got the information you needed. Comment down below what you guys think about Fighting Fiesta and if you're excited for the game. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!